Would you guys guess what we're about to do? You're gonna be floored by it's the vinyl countdown. Our floors aren't vinyl. Oh, they are. They're luxury vinyl.
Yep.
The vinyl countdown. Let's go.
Okay, last night we actually began putting the floor down in the rest of the bus. One of the main reasons why we're doing this is just to kind of clear up some space. Obviously, with us working in the bus and just like not having a whole lot of places to put things, we do have the garage, but once you have all this wood, all this floor, all this tile, all this stuff we need, it takes up a lot of room. And so we're deciding, let's put down the floor, which then means we can start to add the walls to the side of the bus, which will just reduce all that stuff just piling up. So we'll get through our floor and wood, and so we started putting down the floor, and today we're going to continue to put down the rest of it.
First though, what is a new bus build project day unless we have to take a trip to Home Depot because we were slightly short on supplies? Got it. The floor is done, almost. So we need one more box of flooring and then it will be completely finished, but the space is a million times brighter and it just looks so beautiful.
So yeah, we gotta actually order some of the floor because in true Hive Drive fashion, the floor that we bought is no longer in stock or in store, and so we actually have to do a special order to get it, and then we can finish it all off. But we were just saying, like, these are the projects that just make all the difference.
Yep.
Like, you can spend so much time doing plumbing and wires and all this stuff, but then as soon as we put the floor down, and it only took us probably like 4 hours, it's like, it's a completely different space.
Yep. Look at the beautiful wall. I mean, hubba hubba. Also, we were just saying it's the exact color. Like the flooring we picked out is the exact color of plywood. So if you're wanting to take from our build for inspo, just look for flooring the color of plywood. We will be painting that though.
So today we are gonna do something pretty unconventional maybe, but to me it makes so much sense. So what we're actually about to do is we're gonna go to Lowe's and we're actually gonna buy a shed. We're gonna buy a 12-foot by 10-foot shed. The reason why we're doing that is because as we're kind of working our way down the bus is becoming storage for a lot of our tools and supplies and stuff like that, and it's just making it difficult to kind of work around. And so our goal is to get a shed, place it here temporarily while we finish the bus. That way we can kind of leave things set up, like our saws, our miter boxes and all that stuff. Hopefully this will speed our progress up. Okay, we got the shed, and so it's actually about 3-4 o'clock, so we're gonna be losing daylight soon, but we thought we'd get a quick jump on it. So we got it in the truck, gonna unload it and start to put it together.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then
Okay, so we started building the deck over here, and you might think that, okay, it might seem a little bit wasteful for us to be buying and building the shed and taking days to do all this. However, one of the things is my father and mother-in-law actually was planning on getting a shed anyway, And so at that same time, we were also looking at potentially trying to find a place to rent a warehouse where we could park the bus and just clear it out and get all the tools organized and stuff like that. And so while we was on that same note, we was like, well, why don't we just buy a shed that we can use while we're here, and then once we're done with it, you guys can use it. And so it's kind of a win-win. So right now we're going to build it right here in the front yard next to the bus temporarily, and then what we'll do when the time comes, we're actually going to move it into their backyard so that they can continue to use the shed. So yeah, it might seem a little unconventional, but to us it makes sense, because then we can organize all this stuff, because so much of our time is just setting up, getting the right tools, and then also just figuring out where all the tools are, because we're just placing them in all random places because we don't have the space to do it. So hopefully this will speed up the progress, as well as just getting a great space to work in.
Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa, no, not yet, whoa, no, not yet, whoa, I'm not gonna wake up.
Okay, it is late and getting dark, and we brought out the floodlight so we can keep working into the night. But it's probably where we're going to wrap it up. We have the majority of the platform for the shed built. We're just missing one little piece that we'll need to find tomorrow. But yeah, this project became bigger than we anticipated. Not only are we building a shed, we're also building a deck. But like I said earlier, this will all be stuff that we'll be able to reutilize into the future. So we're going to leave it now, and then we'll pick up tomorrow.
Is your head in the frame?
Yes.
Okay, so today Abe and I are cleaning out my car because it's time to sell my car. We're downsizing to just a Jeep, and that's the vehicle we're gonna tow. And so Abe, show them how much money we found so far. We found so many quarters in my car, it's ridiculous. We found one of our old cell phones. Look at that, baby. Who remembers the Samsung? Okay, show them how many quarters you found. You guys, look at all those quarters. This was my original vlogging camera back in like 2010, and I thought it was the coolest thing. Who remembers these? It's the Minnow HD. I thought this thing was amazing. You can tell this car has been around for like the past 14 years.
Okay, pretty much done with the shed. Only thing we got to do is just level the doors a little bit. So that's kind of done on the inside. So once that's done, we are complete. And so now we get to move all our stuff into the shed.
Okay, step one of cleaning is done. I need to vacuum it all out and just wipe everything down, and we'll be good to go. As you guys know, or may not know, we gave away our Mini Cooper to a total stranger. We'll pin the video here. Whereas this car is not in as excellent of condition as the Mini Coupe was. This one has a few little quirks, runs totally fine, but has some quirks. So we're just gonna trade it in at CarMax, probably get a couple $100 for it and call it a day. So yeah, that's money going right back into the bus build because we are moving and grooving. And there we go. There's $700 to go right back into the build. We just sold the car to Clunkers Junkers, like almost like a salvage yard. They're pretty much just gonna go auction it off, like fix it up and auction it off. So there we go, one step closer to full-time bus life.
Okay, the shed is all set up. I still have just a little bit of organizing to do, but majority of it is done. And so today what we're actually going to do is, it's a little late in the day, but we just got the rest of our floor in, and so we're going to finish those last couple pieces on the floor, and then that will be all done and on to the next project.
With the floors done, it is time to carry on to the walls. So today we're gonna work on putting up, oh, look at all that. Yeah, we're gonna work on that, putting up another wall today.
Okay guys, that's where we're gonna leave it this week. As you guys can tell, we got the majority of this wall up, and so this part will be shiplap. This part we'll show you later, and this part is gonna be something extra special that
Beautiful.
I can't wait to show you. But also come back next week as we're doing an exciting project, as you might be able to see somewhat behind us. We're starting on the bathroom, and so can't wait to show you guys that.
And super important information, we always have our videos go live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays, but we are changing your regular schedule of programming. I think I said that right. To 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time starting next week. So if you come at 7 a.m., it's not that we didn't post a video that week, it's that it's going to be at 1 p.m. now. So we'll see you next week.
And that's going to be a normal time going forward.
Yeah.
We're just going to try out a few things. But also next week, we might premiere the episode. And so we'd love to join you guys on the chat there if you're able to make it at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.